Today we're at Lightwater Valley. Welcome to the United Kingdom Attraction Channel. Yes, hello and welcome to the United Kingdom Attraction Channel. It is the 23rd of August 2020. The weather, it is cloudy, overcast, but it's not raining, that's the main thing. Joining me today were Gemma Bookham. So we're at Lightwater Valley. The first thing to mention at Lightwater Valley today is that the ultimate Raptor Attack, Black Pearl, and what is the other one? Apollo are not operating today. This is because Lightwater Valley are deciding to cater for a more family basis this year due to the coronavirus, COVID-19. This allows them to use less staff, and it has drastically reduced the operating here at Lightwater Valley. They don't need as many staff. They also aren't letting as many people through the gates. So if you are coming to Lightwater Valley, please bear that in mind, because the Ultimate is their only major attraction really. I mean, they do have Raptor Attack. It is a good roller coaster, but it is not for thrill seekers. So if you are wanting a thrill here at Lightwater Valley, please wait until next year, because all of their thrill rides are closed. That being said, we're going to go and see what attractions are open, and the attractions, we are going to review them, see what the operations are like here today. Anything for Gemma to say? No? No? Well, hopefully we'll get a review of Gemma and see what Gemma thinks, a different point of view on the channel. I know she's a bit shy, but eventually I think she'll open up and we'll get a review of Gemma. So we'll see you over around the park. So first ride of the day is going to be the Eagle's Claw. It is worth pointing out that you do need a face mask for this ride. This is one of the only thrill rides here at the park which is still open. So and also, is it Trauma Tower? Trauma Tower. Trauma Tower as well, which was relocated from, it used to be located at the front of the park. It's now right next to the Eagle's Claw. So we're going to have a ride on the Eagle's Claw and we'll see you after that. So we've just come off the Eagle's Claw. What did you think of that, Gemma?
It was absolutely brilliant.
It was. The face mask stayed on. They stayed on, surprisingly. Yeah, I'd just like to touch on the social distancing. It is blue dots and red arrows at Lightwater Valley. So, for instance, Alton Towers was purple chevrons, Blackpool Pleasure Beach was please stand behind the yellow line. So at Lightwater Valley it is blue dots and red arrows, and they do like it to keep left. Which not everyone's abiding by, but if you do let them know, and I'm sure they'll politely move for you. So we're just going to head over to the south end of the park, which does open a little bit later than the start, the entrance side. We're going to see and try and get on the, oh god, what's it called, the water dinghies. Hopefully they're open today. And I did mention that the Black Pearl was closed. It is actually open. It is just the Apollo, Raptor Attack and the Ultimate which are closed today. And I say just, like I said, that is the major thrill ride here at Lightwater Valley. So if you are wanting to go on their attractions this year, please don't come because they are not open. So we're going to head over to the far side of the park and we will see you over there.
Help us keep yourself and our staff safe by following our social distance guidelines. Stay 2 meters.
So we've just come off Splash Falls. What do you think of that, Gemma?
Don't listen to Michael, because you do get wet.
Well, you don't get that wet. It's hardly the Valhalla.
Sit in the back.
Yeah, well, the biggest has to sit in the back, so the biggest won't get wet. Whoever's in the front will get a little bit wet. You're not drenched. So we're gonna head over. Or do you want to go on the Waltzers? We're gonna go on the Waltzers, or whatever they call, what is it, Thunderdome? Gonna go on Thunderdome and Thunderdome, and then we're gonna head over to the pirate area, which has a ride Gemma doesn't want to go on, the Black Pearl. Might convince her to go on it.
No, I'm not going upside down.
Might convince her. So we'll see you over there. So we've just come off Thunderdome, and I said it right because I've been calling it what?
Thunderdome.
Thunderdome. No, yeah, Thunderdome, which is basically the Waltzers. Gemma decided to spin us really
Michael
fast.
doesn't like being spun.
No, I do not like being spun. I actually feel sick again. But she's got a payback from Splash Falls. But so we're going to go over to the pirate area. Hopefully get on some rides. Maybe the Black Pearl. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you over there, and then we're hopefully going to catch the train to get our all-important train review.
To help you enjoy some of our larger attractions in
So we've just come off the Flying Cutlass. It was a babyer version of the Black Pearl. Basically it's one of the rocking ships which doesn't go upside down. Something that Gemma pointed out, which I didn't really notice until she did, is at the end of the ride they're not really washing down the handrails. I don't know if this is going to be like the roller coasters and they do that every 40 minutes to an hour, but it's definitely not happening every single time someone rides. So yeah, it does put you on edge a little bit. But however, seeing that, they do have hand sanitizing stations right throughout the park, and there has been quite a lot that we've seen so far. So they are doing very well on that department, and the social distancing as well. And the thing is, this park is so big, really spread out, that even though it was a bit cramped at the entrance, once you're into the park, it's really hard to be near someone because of the vast area that Lightwater Valley is. So we're going to head over to where the Ultimate is, just to see what we could have been on. But it is really sad that the Ultimate's not on today, but hopefully we'll get back next year and ride the Ultimate, because it is a unique attraction here in the United Kingdom. One of a kind. Used to be the longest roller coaster in the world, now Europe's longest, I think. But still very worth coming up to Lightwater Valley next year to ride that Ultimate. So we're gonna, I think we've got one more ride here at the pirate area, which is called Skull Rock. So we're gonna go on Skull Rock, get some off-ride footage for you, and then we're gonna head over and see if we can see the first lift hill of the Ultimate. See you there. So we've just come off the only roller coaster operating at Lightwater Valley. Well, actually there was one baby one.
Yeah, small.
Small one, although this is a small one as well, to be fair. And it is the Ladybird, you can just see it behind us. We do have a little complaint. We're in the queue about, how long?
At least
half an hour? It was half an hour. And there seem to be people going in front of us. I don't know if they've got a fast pass system in Lightwater Valley. I will have to check online. Because they had wristbands, multicoloured wristbands, and they seem to be going in front of us. So that means, assuming that is a fast pass system. I didn't realise Lightwater Valley operated a fast pass system, so I will definitely have to. What we're looking at?
Designated smoking area.
Oh yeah, Gemma is a smoker, and she's been looking for the smoking area, and we've found it. It is literally just off by the Ladybird, along the train tracks here. So I'm sure she'll have a smoke, and while she's having a smoke I'll just turn the camera around, and this is the Ultimate track. Unfortunately not open today, the door is closed on the station. Such a shame, because if you've never been on the Ultimate before, or even if you have been on the Ultimate before, you'll know it is a really good roller coaster, very unique, built into the side of the valley, hence Lightwater Valley. Cost almost bankrupt this theme park, and I think has been a burden on this theme park ever since. However, definitely worth a ride when you do come at Lightwater Valley, or if you are in northern England, definitely get yourself to Lightwater Valley for a ride on the Ultimate. We are going to have a walk up to the station, see Apollo and Raptor Attack, just see what it's like around that area. Even though it's closed off, you can walk around it, so it's definitely worth having a look at that, and we'll try and get some footage of that area for you. Then we're going to try and get on the train, have a train review, just a nice relaxing journey right around the park on the train, and then hopefully get on some more rides when we see them as we go around. I think we're going to go on Splash Falls, the other two water slides. Gemma wants to go on them, even though she got wet on the other one. So we'll be doing that. So we'll see you over there. we're just coming away from the ultimate station. See it there. And Gemma just touched on. She's like, you would have thought the what?
The most famous ride of Lightwater Valley they would have cleaned it up a little bit.
It does look a little bit needing a bit of attention. I think they're going for like the log cabin theme. Do you think?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, but it does need a bit of attention. I mean, just a coat of paint. Like, this is exactly what they should be doing now when it's not open. They could be coating this up with paint, giving it a new lease of life, making the actual clock work on top instead of just a decoration. And I don't know why they stuck that building there, because it sort of blocks out the ultimate sign. But no, definitely, I think hopefully in the close season we might see a refurb of the station of the ultimate and the ride itself. But we'll just have to wait and see for next year. I'm just going to head over to Raptor Attacks to see that. There won't be much you can see, but I've showed you Apollo and the ultimate now, so I might as well show you Raptor Attack as well. So we'll see you over there. So we've just come in to Eats and Treats, it's called, for food. It was quite reasonable. I got a plain cheeseburger and chips. I got that as a meal, and I got a medium with Coke Zero, and I also paid for a Fanta for Gemma, and that came to £9.25, which is actually quite good for theme parks in general. I don't know if you look at my past videos, it was into the £20 mark for 2 meals, so not too bad for Lightwater Valley on the food. I haven't tried the food yet, I'll just show you it. So, cheeseburger, just plain cheeseburger with chips and a medium Coke and a medium Fanta. Smile! So Gemma wasn't wanting food at the minute. She said she'll probably just go to a hot dog stand, which are dotted around the park. So when she fancies that, we'll go there. I'm sure it'll be roughly the same pricing for that throughout the park. So if anything different, we'll let you know. So I'm gonna eat this, and then hopefully we're gonna go on the train, and then hopefully get on some of the rides at the back of the park. I know there's water rapids, so we'll try and get on that. And hopefully get at the front of the park, because we're sort of bypassed that, because that's where all of the people were to start with. So I thought, no, we'll just go to the back and work forward. So we'll go to the front of the park and get on some of the smaller attractions there. And even the smaller attractions that we won't go on, we'll try and film for you, so you get the feel of what is here and what is operating at Lightwater Valley. But it is definitely orientated for the family. Again, it's another family park, but it's definitely for the family. And if you are coming for thrill ride, do not come, because it is not got many thrill rides here this year. With obviously the ultimate, Apollo and Raptor Attack being closed. So yeah, I'm gonna eat my food, and I'll see you after that.
Please feel free to use our hand sanitising station located throughout the park as often as you like, especially after using our restrooms or
So we're on the train. I don't know what the train's called, but the Lightwater Valley train, the railroad. I'll try and get you some on-ride footage of the train as we go around the park and see some of the attractions. The train doesn't go right around the park, it cuts through the middle and into some tunnels that you might can see just beside me there. So yeah, we'll get you some on-ride footage of the train. So we're back on the train. We went from the far end of the station park, which was the south end. We're at the main entrance now. When we got to the main entrance station, sorry, get my words jumbled. We had to get off the train and go to about 100 metres down. There was another station, and he said if you wait there we'll pick you back up. I don't know why they have to do this. We thought it might be for cleaning. It was not for cleaning. There was no cleaning going on, but it would be an ideal time for the train to be cleaned. But yeah, just to let you know, if you are on the train at Lightwater Valley, you will be asked to get off at the station and be moved along about 100 metres along the platform to be re-picked up. And I suppose that is just for in busy times, maybe it's going to allow people to get back on the, allow a flow of people to go on the train and not someone to hog the train for as long as they want. So I suppose it does work like that. So we're at the back of the train now, still very loud, but I'll try and get some more on-ride footage for you as we go around the park. So we've just come off the train, and Gemma wanted us to explain in a bit more detail because I did mention that if you got on at the south station, sorry, there's a wasp like flying around me. It's not Gemma. The wasps are flying around me again. So if you got on at the south station and you go to the main entrance, you do have to get off. You have to go 100 meters along the platform. Don't worry about that. Once you go to the other station, you're allowed back on and you can come back to the south entrance. However, if you get on at the main entrance, you can stay on the train until you go right round. You do not have to get off at the south entrance, the south station. So I hope that is a little bit clearer for you. It complicated me, but Gemma wanted us to explain it where we are.
Basically, if you get on at the main station, you can go all the way around. If you get on at the south station, you've got to get off and re-get on the main.
And I still don't understand why. No, we don't understand why. But anyway, that explains it. So we're gonna go and try and get on the river rapids, I think it's called. We do not get wet, don't worry. Your hair's gonna stay nice and straight. Yes, just smile. Right, so we'll see you over there. So we've just come off the river rapids.
And again, you do get wet.
Not that wet.
Feet, wet bum.
To be fair, I've got wet feet and it's horrible and squelching. So while we're wet, we thought that we would go on Splash Falls. I think it is number 3, slide number 3. Gemma wanted to try that one because it's all enclosed and it's not as steep. So we're going to go over at Splash Falls and then have a look for a hot dog stand. Gemma's eating food now. And then we'll be making our way to the front of the park to try the funfair rides, and then that will be it, and we'll have a end of day review at the entrance. So we'll see you over there. So just looking behind me there is the Dodgems. There used to be the wild mouse, so I just thought I'd show you that now. So Lightwater Valley did have an incident last year where the wild mouse, a boy was thrown from the wild mouse and was hospitalised, and the air ambulance had to come and pick him up. He had life-threatening injuries, however I think he survived as far as I know. From that day the wild mouse has been closed and has been moved. It has been taken down from Lightwater Valley, it's no longer here, and they've replaced that with just the standard Dodgems. So if you ever did come to Lightwater Valley and you were expected to see the crazy mouse, it was just a standard crazy mouse that you see on piers and fairground rides. That is now gone and it has been replaced with the Dodgems. So we've just come off Splash Falls.
Ride 3!
Ride 3.
It's the best.
It's definitely the best. You do get a little bit more wet on it though, but
kind of soaking,
yeah.
Especially at the front.
Even at the back, and the boats are soaking, so you get a wet bum. But definitely worth a shot. You can see them behind us there. And we haven't been on number 2, but it's very similar to number 1. It just has a little hump in the middle, so it's a little less thrill seeker. So we're just going to go to the toilet, hopefully find a hot dog stand, which I think there's one there, and then go to the front of the park, get on the few last rides. I think there's one swing ride that we want to go on, and then we'll do a close down speech at the end. So we'll see you over there. So we're just walking along the duck pond and we've come across, believe it or not, ducks.
Very tame ducks.
Yeah, very tame ducks. I think people's been feeding them, which makes them very friendly to humans. So, what have we just come off? We came off the...
Looking for a hot dog.
Well, yeah, what was the last... Oh, we went on the number 3, was it the slide, which I've mentioned. And yeah, we went for a hot dog. It was reasonable price, it was just normal price for a hot dog. £4.25. £4.25. So we're just having a walk along the boat lake, and you can actually see the swan boats in the distance. I don't know if there's an extra cost to that.
Well, I know there is in other places.
We'll definitely let you know if there is an extra cost. I don't think there is an extra cost because by the looks of the queue, they're definitely in with the ticket price. So we're just making our way over to the entrance and we can have an end of day review over there. So that is the day nearly at an end here at Lightwater Valley. we're just going to touch on operations. Obviously, I've probably already said 3 or 4 times that the Apollo, the Ultimate and Raptor Attack has been closed. So if you are wanting them thrill rides, please do not come this year, as they are going to be closed the full season. Other rides and attractions, I think all of them were open. They were a little bit slower, as they're only having 1 staff member on most of them rides and attractions, except for the dinghies, the water ride. There is 2 up there, but they normally have 3, so even that is a little bit slower. Anything else that you could pick up on? The Ladybird was, because it is now the only roller coaster in the park, it had the biggest queue. That is to be expected here, although when we say a big queue, half an hour was the biggest queue here today, so it is nothing really. Social distancing and COVID-19 implementations overall are really good. Inside the park they have hand sanitizer units all over, dotted around the park. They have the social distancing measures in place as well. And remember, they are the blue dots mainly and the red arrows, and they do want you to keep left if possible. So yeah. Anything else to mention? Try to think what has gone on today. No, I think that is really it here at Lightwater Valley. Hopefully next year it'll be back to normal and we'll get a ride on the Ultimate. It is a shame that it wasn't open today. What I am going to touch on is it is a discounted price for the ticket. It's £14.50. That is instead of its normal price, which I can't actually remember, but it is quite a discounted ticket price. And I think that is a fair price for the attractions that is on today. Would you say that?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I would say.
If you've got little kids, it's worth the money.
It is, because there's a lot of little rides and attractions. We've got the crazy golf course as well, although it is worth mentioning that's an extra £2.50. But it is 18 holes, so definitely worth it. The arcade games and what do you call?
Most of them are open.
They were open, that's right. Refreshments, they have got the refreshment machines at £2 for any fizzy drink, so not too bad. So all that's left to say is thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, remember to comment on anything that we've missed or anything that you want to see in the future. Give us a like, and I think our next trip is going to be down into Wales. It's going to be in Oakwood, and Gemma is going to be venturing down there too, so hopefully we'll see Gemma as well. And then hopefully I'm going to get to Thorpe Park and Legoland later on as well. So, and hopefully back to Blackpool Pleasure Beach for that late night riding, and Alton Towers for Oktoberfest. So thank you for watching the United Kingdom Attraction channel, and I will see you next time.